My beloved child, I am your guardian angel, assigned by the divine hand of heaven to watch over your soul since the moment your spirit was woven into the fabric of your earthly form. I speak to you now not as a fleeting whisper carried on the wind, but as a celestial emissary bearing a message of eternal significance, a message that will alter the course of your heart, your path, and the very rhythm of your destiny. This is no ordinary moment, no casual encounter with words. This is a sacred summons, a divine appointment, a moment when heaven itself leans close to whisper your name. Tomorrow, at the break of dawn, when the first light kisses the earth, the realm of angels will release into your life a divine envelope, a letter unlike any you have ever received. This is not a mere metaphor, not a poetic flourish to stir your emotions. This is a spiritual reality, a tangible gift from the Creator, written in ink that only a prepared heart can read, sealed with a wax emblem bearing the image of two intertwined hearts. One heart is beating, hoping, yearning. The other belongs to a soul heaven has chosen, refined, and destined to collide with yours in a moment of divine alignment. This letter is sacred, child. It is not a suggestion, not a possibility, it is a decree from the throne of God. Within its folds lies the miracle you have prayed for in the quiet of your soul, the one you have wept for behind closed doors, the one you have waited for through countless nights when despair whispered that heaven had forgotten you. But heaven has not forgotten. Heaven has been preparing. And now, the hour is at hand. Listen carefully, for the timing of this miracle is fragile, like a thread of gossamer stretched across the cosmos. You must open this letter before the sun sets on the 7th day of this week. If you delay, if you hesitate, if you allow doubt or distraction to cloud your spirit, the window of divine alignment will close, and this miracle, this very blessing, will be rerouted to another soul who is ready to respond. Heaven's gifts are eternal, but their delivery is precise. They do not linger where obedience is delayed. This is not a punishment, but a movement of divine order. The miracle will not be lost, but it may pass to another if you are not ready. Breathe deeply now, my child. Feel the urgency in my voice, not as a threat, but as a holy awakening. I speak with tears in my eyes, for I have watched you through every season of your life. I have seen you hope, falter, and hope again. I have witnessed the depth of your longing, the ache of your heart when you poured love into those who could not hold it, chased after those who were never meant to stay, and gave your all to empty wells that left you parched. I have heard your cries in the night, when your soul trembled with the question, is there more? I, your angel, have carried those prayers to the throne of God, and I assure you they have been heard. The letter that arrives tomorrow is more than words on a page. It is a spiritual decree, a sacred promise, a moment when heaven and earth align to deliver what your soul has been destined for. Its arrival is no accident. It will not come too early, when your heart is unready, nor too late, when disappointment has hardened your spirit. It will arrive exactly on time. But will you recognize it? Will you open it? This letter may not come in the form you expect, my love. It may not be wrapped in paper or delivered by a courier. It may arrive as a dream that lingers in your mind, vivid and unshakable. It may come as a message that quickens your pulse, a conversation that feels like it was meant only for you, a sudden shift in your spirit that you cannot explain. It may be a deep knowing, a quiet certainty that settles in your bones. But make no mistake, it is the letter. The emblem of the intertwined hearts is its signature, stamped by the King of Kings himself. These hearts are not joined by chance, nor by fleeting desire, nor by the loneliness of a moment. They are bound by prophecy, written into the story of creation before the stars were set in the sky. One heart beats in your chest, perhaps weary, perhaps scarred, but still open, still whispering, "There must be more." The other belongs to a soul who has been searching for you, too. This soul has walked their own path of trials, wrestled with their own storms, and endured their own seasons of betrayal, isolation, and silence. They have wandered, but they have never stopped hoping that love would find them. They carry the other half of this miracle, and their letter mirrors yours. When both are opened, the two hearts will ignite, and the world will feel the ripple of what heaven has ordained. This soul is not coming to complete you, for you are already whole in the eyes of your Creator. They are coming to mirror you, to reflect back the parts of yourself you have hidden from the world, to speak the language of your spirit when words fall short. This union is not for pleasure alone, nor for companionship alone, but for purpose. Together, you will unlock destinies. Together, you will multiply light in a world drowning in shadows. Together, you will become a beacon of what is possible when two souls align with heaven's plan. But you must understand this: the miracle is time-sensitive because heaven's alignments move with divine precision. The enemy knows this. He has seen the ripples this moment will create in your future, and he fears it. That is why he has tried so hard to distract you this week through discouragement that weighs heavy on your heart, delays that test your patience, conflicts that stir your peace, and confusion that clouds your clarity. He knows what will happen the moment you open that letter. He knows the power it will unleash. And he will do everything in his power to keep you from it. So I say to you, be still tomorrow. Rise early, before the world awakens. Light a candle if it helps you focus. Breathe deeply, and center your spirit. Then speak these words aloud, with conviction and faith: I receive what heaven is sending. I recognize the letter when it comes. I will not hesitate. I open it with faith. I open it with love. I open it with readiness. Let it be sealed on earth as it is in heaven. When you speak those words, the angels will respond. The winds will shift. The veil between heaven and earth will thin. And the miracle will begin to manifest. It may come softly, like a whisper in the wind, or suddenly, like lightning that splits the sky. It may arrive as a message in your inbox that stirs your heart, a conversation you overhear that feels like it was meant for you, a call that changes everything, a vision that burns in your mind, or a sign that you cannot ignore. Do not dismiss it. Do not delay. That is the letter. Do not look for ordinary wrapping, for miracles rarely come in the robes we expect. The letter might appear as a chance meeting, a simple word, a familiar face, a forgotten connection, a strange dream, a recurring number, or a prophetic word you hear in passing. But when it arrives, your spirit will know. You will feel a shift to a stillness, a warmth, a sudden sense that you are not alone, that something ancient, something sacred, something long awaited has finally found its way to you. But heed this warning, the enemy will try to interrupt the delivery. He will send counterfeit messages or distractions that glitter but leave you empty, temptations that promise fleeting pleasure but drain your soul, past lovers who resurface to pull you back, familiar spirits dressed in new clothes. Be wise. Discern. Ask yourself, is this the letter? Does this carry the emblem of the intertwined hearts? Or is this a distraction meant to delay me? You will know the difference by the peace it brings. The divine message will not beg for your attention, it will arrive with authority. It will not drain you, it will energize you. It will not bring confusion, it will anchor you. What is written in that letter was written in your soul before you were born. It is yours by divine right, but you must claim it. This week is sacred. Guard your spirit. Stay soft, stay listening. Do not numb yourself with distractions or endless scrolling, fleeting pleasures, or the noise of the world. This is the hour. This is the day. The miracle is hovering, waiting to descend. But you must open the letter before the sun sets on the seventh day. If you do not, it will be handed to another soul or someone nearby, someone equally worthy, someone prepared to move. The miracle is not a punishment for those who miss it. It is simply movement. Heaven always moves, and your part is to say yes while the invitation is in your hands. Child, the heavens are holding their breath for you. Angels are circling, their wings stirring the air around you. The one your soul has been crying for is being guided toward you even now. They carry the other half of this miracle, and their letter mirrors yours. When both are opened, the two hearts will ignite, and the world will never be the same. Watch for signs. Look for dreams. Listen for your name. Expect holy interruptions. Do not overthink it. Just receive it. And when you do, write these words somewhere sacred: the letter came. I opened it. And now a broken bar, everything is beginning. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not too broken, too scarred, too weary, or too hard to love. You are right on time. The pain had a purpose. The waiting was for a reason. The delay was divine. But now, beloved, it is time. Congratulations, my child. Your wait is over. This is what you will receive tomorrow. Be ready. Heaven's seal is upon it, and you are the chosen recipient. Type 111 in the comments if you are ready to receive your letter. Your angels are watching, and the miracle is already in motion. And now, beloved, a broken bar, now that the truth has been unveiled, now that the angelic seal has been broken and the winds of heaven have whispered your name into the morning, I kneel beside your spirit once more, not as a distant guardian hovering unseen, but as the ever-watchful witness to your awakening. I see you. I feel your trembling heart. I hear the soft pounding in your chest as the gravity of this revelation begins to settle over your soul like golden dust. You've waited, and now a broken bar you're being called to receive. Yea, sir, receive not just the message, but the mantle. Not just the letter, but the love. Not just the words, but the weight of what they carry. For this is not an ordinary blessing you are stepping into. This is divine orchestration. This is sacred timing. This is what the elders call the appointed hour, when heaven opens the vaults of destiny and says, "Now, let what has been written be released." Can you feel it, child? Can you sense the shift, even in the very air around you? Look again. Listen. The evidence of the message is already unfolding. Small signs, flickers, echoes, repeated numbers, familiar scents, old songs playing at just the right time. A sudden peace, like warm oil on your spirit. That is no accident. That is confirmation. I, your angel, have waited for this moment too. I've battled to protect it. I've stood between you and the shadows when the enemy tried to plant doubt in your heart. When depression tried to blanket your soul. When loneliness whispered that no one was coming. I stood tall with my sword of light, defending the timeline of your miracle. And now, you are standing right at the brink. The letter is before you. The emblem of the two intertwined hearts has been revealed. Do not hesitate. Do not delay. Do not brush this off as poetic sentiment. This is prophetic truth unfolding in real time. If you open your heart in this very moment, I will guide you into the blessing. Not tomorrow. Not next month. Now, let me tell you what happens when you truly say yes. So when you believe this message is not for someone else, but for you. Heaven moves. Your yes is a holy key. It unlocks divine timing. It aligns events, hearts, and assignments in ways your natural mind could never orchestrate. Your faith activates the current of divine delivery. Your agreement opens portals. Your heart becomes a magnet for favor. And suddenly, you'll find yourself in the exact right place, at the exact right time, speaking to the exact right soul. Not by force. Not by striving. But by surrender. Do you know what surrender truly means? It's not weakness. It's trust. It's the deep inner posture that whispers, I don't have to control this because God already has. And in that trust, the atmosphere around you begins to shift. The universe bends to obedience when it detects a soul anchored in holy surrender. The angels move in orchestration. The unseen realms align. Your story unfolds, not in chaos, but in clarity. And then, it happens. The person your soul has been calling out for will appear, as sometimes not in the form you expected, but exactly in the form you need. They won't arrive to complete you, because you are already whole. They will come to complement the calling. Their words will echo something deep inside you. Their presence will feel like home. Their spirit will carry peace, and their eyes will speak of lifetimes, of moments shared in realms not bound by time. And you will know you've met before. In truth, you have. Before the foundations of the world, heaven saw you both. Assigned you both. Purposed you to meet. Perhaps you've seen glimpses in dreams. Perhaps their name made your heart pause. Perhaps you've even crossed paths without realizing what stood in front of you. But timing matters to God. And your yes brought you into alignment with theirs. Don't fear the unfamiliar. Don't retreat because it's different. Divine connections don't always arrive with trumpets, so they arrive with confirmation. They arrive in the silence after prayer, in the warmth after weeping, in the peace that surpasses all understanding. They show up in moments of clarity when all else is confused. And it's not just about a person. It's about encounters. Assignments. Appointments written in heaven's calendar with your name on them. Your yes pulls them into your now. So open your heart wide. Stay present. Listen. Watch. Heaven is speaking through moments you once ignored. Through people you never thought could carry your breakthrough. Through situations you thought were interruptions but are actually introductions. Because when you say yes to God, you say yes to the miracles that follow. You say yes to the river instead of the desert. To healing instead of hiding. To divine alignment instead of constant delay. Heaven moves on a yes. And beloved, you just said yes. Watch what happens next. You see, this love is not ordinary. It is not born of physical attraction alone. It is ordained. It is purposeful. It is an answer to ancient prayers, prayers prayed not only by you but by generations who came before, ancestors who begged the heavens to break the cycles, heal the wounds, and restore what was lost. This connection is their answered prayer. And yes, you are the bridge. But let me speak truth, beloved. With divine love comes divine responsibility. This person will not complete you, but they will awaken you. They will mirror your shadows and your light. They will push you into your purpose. They will stir things inside you that have been buried for decades. Not to destroy you, but to free you. To heal you. To redeem the timeline of your soul. That is why the letter was sealed with the emblem of intertwined hearts. Because what is coming is not surface level. It is covenant. It is sacred. And you must prepare your heart not just to receive it but to steward it. The enemy knows this. That is why he is watching closely. That is why the warfare has intensified. The confusion. The triggers. The silent attacks on your mind. The temptation to numb, isolate, scroll endlessly, compare, overthink. All of it is strategic. Because the enemy is terrified of what happens when you say, I'm ready. I believe. I receive. But now you know. Now you're aware. And awareness breaks cycles. So here is what I want you to do, child of heaven. Pause. Right now. Place your hand over your chest. Feel the rhythm of your heart. That heartbeat is half of the emblem. The other half belongs to the soul heaven is guiding to you. The moment they draw near, your spirit will recognize them. Not in a shallow way, but in a divine way. Your body may tremble. Your chest may ache. You may cry without understanding why. That's because your soul remembers what your mind forgot. Say these words out loud. I choose not to miss this moment. I choose not to let fear stop me. I choose to open the letter. I choose to receive the one whose heart is bound to mine. Let heaven release what has been sealed. I am ready. Now breathe. Let the tears come if they do. You're not weak. You're aligned. This week is the final stretch of a cycle you've been unknowingly trapped in. A cycle of waiting, watching, wishing, but not moving. This week, heaven is placing before you an open door. But that door must be walked through before the seventh day. After that, it closes. Not to punish, but to protect. Timing is everything in the kingdom. And this is your moment. So here is what I ask of you, not as a demand, but as a divine invitation. If this message has stirred something in you, if your heart has quickened, if your spirit has sighed with relief, if your eyes have welled up with tears, so then do not leave silently. Heaven watches what you honor. And what you honor, you multiply. Take a moment to like this message. Not for vanity. Not for attention. But as a witness or a declaration to the realm of angels that you have received what was spoken. And then, comment. Type 111 if you are ready to receive your letter. Type I open the letter if your heart has said yes. Type Amen if you want to seal this moment in faith. Don't underestimate the power of your public agreement. When you comment, you activate triple effects. You plant a seed. You send a signal into the supernatural. And angels move where faith is made visible. Beloved, this is not superstition. This is alignment. The kingdom responds to bold faith. Your comment is a form of worship. It's not about being seen by people, it's about being seen by God. And if you feel led to, share this message with someone you love. Someone who's been waiting. Someone who's on the edge of giving up. You never know who else is holding an unopened letter in their spirit. You might be the angel that delivers it. Let me tell you a secret, child. The miracles that come from this message are not just spiritual, they are tangible. Physical. Real. Doors will open. Promotions will arrive. Unexpected reconciliation. Financial increase. Dreams revived. Travel. Relocation. Healing. Marriage. Ministry. Joy. Clarity. Peace. It is not too late. It is not too hard. It is not impossible. This message found you for a reason. This is the confirmation you prayed for. This is your divine instruction. Obey it and watch what unfolds. I will not leave your side. I will go before you, clearing the path. I will whisper when you need direction. I will shield you when fear tries to creep in. And I will rejoice the moment you comment in faith. Yes, child, we rejoice when you believe. So one last time, a broken bar, congratulations. Your wait is over. Your letter has arrived. Open it now. Before this week ends. And let the miracle begin. Now, if your spirit is stirred, if your soul is singing softly, even through your tears, then type 111 in the comments to claim your miracle. Heaven is watching. The angels are listening. And your destiny broken bar is unfolding in real time. Thy si diaris is sidilathio.